Okay, we're observing XRP dropping into some critical targets over here, and I do think I have the reason why. Would it have been a little silly of us to think that it couldn't drop into that target there from yesterday's analysis? Well, we also identified the potentials of USDT, the tether dominance running to the upside here, specifically to the 51 to 52% level. That we did knock out. Now, observing XRP's price in declining the way that it did, it actually declined a little faster than it did normally, which kind of indicates that we were at a liquid pocket. But what does that mean for the immediate short? Does that mean that we have further downside to go? Does that mean that we have upside to go? I think I might have a bit of an answer here. But let's study this, okay? Because it's a bit of a tricky one. So I want you guys to follow me the entire way so that you can make yourselves that opinion at the end of this video, okay, guys? But before we get started, please do me the favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. My name is Arca, coming at you here at 9:34 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday, November 6th. Spot price on XRP is sitting just at about 222.87, right? Looking not too shabby there. And the percentage here on the very famous tether dominance is sitting at 5.43% and presently declining, as it is something that we were potentially observing. Now, the decline here could turn into many things. In fact, there is a critical backtest that this should be performing. Observing traditional price, guys, remember this, right? I know that a lot of people get turned around when you start talking about the tether dominance, but it's inverse the XRP asset, right? So as long as this goes down, XRP goes up. So if we're looking at the breakout from this section here, which is kind of how we determined that we would go into this 5.78, maybe even to the 5.86, we would need to retrace, right? We would need to retrace to not test this, no, and not this here either. It's all of this here. Even the potential of dropping into this liquid pocket right at around 5.08, which means that, remember yesterday, I mean, guys, we were sitting at around 228 XRP, 227-ish, right? And in this pump to the upside that we were determining to come back and test, that gave us, 220, 227, 228, all the way down to 217, almost a 10-cent drop. So they're, making this thing drop from 5.43 all the way down to a potential 5.08 could actually make a pretty strong difference in the price of XRP in the more immediate short term. Now, is there something that we can use to determine that kind of move on XRP? Well, yes, there is. Let's go ahead and take a look at that now. All right, so I'm going to, number one, I'm going to redo these targets here, right? Despite the fact that we ended up, saying that we would likely bounce from this liquid pocket here of 228.96, 229, which, I mean, we kind of did, right? We bounced exactly from that 229.68 and bounced all the way up to 230, past 231.51. So that we did get, but the slip was still a lot stronger. It still came down way lower, despite the fact that USDT had a limited upside. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete everything here, right? Because it doesn't matter. And I can already see where we can maybe adjust, right? So giving you the downside would be psychologically set or psychologically put. So we have either this pivot here to kind of identify for us, or this pivot right over here, opposing what we did before, which was down here. So now if I use something like this here, and start to maybe apply some of these resistance levels, well, then we come to an area that's very, I guess, similar to what this can be here, right? So that's the whole thing here. I want to try to achieve that support because I believe that that's kind of what was used here for us to determine that top side, right? Or the bottom side. So observing it just like this, guys, I think that it would be something like this here, right? And this would still be part of your broadening wedge. In fact, we could probably even use something as far as this pivot back here, right? So if we use that pivot and kind of connect some of these lines like this, let's see. Oh yeah, that could be something right there. Hold on. Yeah, something like this here, right? We have some connectors right in here, right? This is your rejection, bounce from this area, continuation to the upside. We have another one located right about this point here, right? And of course, we have some that are correlated on this top side or the bottom side, right? So this is now what I'm observing, okay? So this gives you a psychological reason to retrace back into this area, which explains why the 228.96 would have to create this downside. The reason I'm showing you this, guys, is so that you can kind of catch my train of thought and see how I'm able to determine these targets and also learn on the, in the process. So this is a formation that I've traded many, many times. And it's just, the drop from your 230s all the way down to your 217 doesn't seem like it has a lot of probability, being that we bounced out of and validated a lot of these supports along the way already. Even this here with this pocket here, right? So retouching those pockets is curious, but that only tells you that, yeah, we're respecting market psychology here, and there is a present bullish factor in this, and I am going to show it to you. I'm just going to start drawing exactly what it is, starting with this inverse head and shoulders here. So this is your reaccumulation right here, right? So you guys, if you ever search on Google, right, just search inverse head and shoulders, it's a pretty bullish formation. But other than that, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and state here that I'm going to put together the targets. And as I do, I would like to just warn you that, when you join the Arca Bulls trading team, guys, on Discord or anything like that, I'm not really coming up to you to say hello. I never friend request anyone first, right? I don't do that because I want to respect the rule here, right? No one will get that kind of treatment like that, so that we can maintain the criminals outside. So if there is an Arca that's reaching out to you by saying hello or whatever and welcome to the team, it is not me. Okay, you guys, so know that for a fact that it is absolutely not me. Okay, so and know that I'm not going to ask you to transfer over your crypto or to trade in the platform, whatever. It's not me. I'm not going to friend request you, message you, or nothing first. Okay, guys? So make sure to stop talking to those dudes immediately. Okay, I have another bullish formation here, guys, so I'm going to put that target together for you on the upside as well. Okay, so with that, guys, as well, please know that the tools that I'm going to be using right after this to validate these upsides and to target these upsides are also available in the description below, including your data cells on the right, and also the newly revamped and completely pro stochastic. This is your momentum one, right, guys? Now displaying to you the biases, telling you this is likely for downside or likely for upside, with validations that right now are pending, right? So make sure, guys, to get these algorithms in the description below and send over your proof of purchase to arcabulls@gmail.com should you have purchased it overnight. All right, guys, really does help. I really appreciate everyone's support here. So all good in the hood. Here are the liquid zones for this area as a likelihood, I guess it's a pretty high likelihood of reaching these targets here. Especially seeing that we have a multi-formation here, guys. This is looking okay. All right, team. So yeah, let's kind of favor some of these targets here. Actually, that 226.37 is just about right. I use this here in complete discretion. All right. Yeah, okay, perfect. So yeah, we have an exit strategy from your inverse head and shoulders, right, guys? This would be two biases here, and this is likely to start soon. Okay, so let's validate this, guys. Let's validate, because now we know the targets to the downside specific to USDT. So tether dominance already gave us that answer. Let's go ahead and look at the answers here for XRP. We're reaching 10 minutes in this video, guys. Almost there, actually. So let me get those ATWs in the chat. Make sure to throw them up, represent, and everything is good. Okay, so let's go from granular time frames here and see what's good in the hood, sir. So presently speaking, right, there is a bit of inverse head and shoulders within this bull flag too, which is just absolutely funny and very curious. Okay, so let's look at this. So you know what? It's already on a downside bias there. So let's look. Yeah, so your 1 minute time frame does have a downside bias as well. 2 minute time frame showing that downside. Remember, this is just used for the acceleration of the time frame's bias, right? So if this is suggesting downside, remember that this would be accelerating downside or decelerating downside. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and scooch through this quickly so we can get everybody situated here. So downside into 1, 2, 3 minute, 4 minute time frame is also showing, actually that would be it. So 4 minutes of downside, that would be it. It may have just happened already, right? So this oh wait, look at this, preferred targets to the upside so far. This is suggesting a 4 minute time frame of $2.24. So let's go ahead and take that into consideration here. Of course, it would be right at the top, just under 224. So this would be it right here. Let's go ahead and just put that in real quick, right? So, okay, after that, guys, what happens, right? Downside would start from the 4 minute time frame. So let's see. Oh, wait. It's still, no. It's still suggesting downside at the close of that 4 minute. Hold on. So let's go ahead and adjust. I'm going to do this as fast as humanly possible for all of you. Let's see. Okay. Almost there. So 30 minutes time frame. I think I'm going to suggest, yeah, I'm probably going to use that, 15 minute time frame upside bias. Let's see. We have 23 seconds left on this. If I'm going to do that, that means another bull flag is coming in on this. 18 seconds left. And it does have a pretty strong upside here. We're closing below the opening of the red bar, so this may actually kink a little bit and show us a bias that is unlikely for upside just yet. 6 seconds left. Let's go ahead and see if this kinks down, guys. It's already kinking right now, so that's not looking too good. Let's see. All right, kink. Yep, downside still. 20 minute time frame still with a downside, and still looking at 30 minute time frame down. There we go. We have upside into the hourly time frame. How far up do we have though, right? So that would be total downside from the hourly and then up from that low. So this would be 219.15. Heads up, this is likely touching some supports back down into the 219.15. Let's find out what that is. Okay, the most likely area for support would be denying downside starting from this point here at 221.09, but should it continue to the downside, this is your 219.44 where it absolutely could hit. And does that invalidate your inverse head and shoulders? No. Actually, that's fine. It would create either a tweezer bottom, right, or another tweezer bottom here, something. But it looks okay still. So the upside would start from either this point here. It's only the offset of about 1 cent or 2 cents there. So the upside starts from the hourly time frame. Upside into the 2, upside 3, 4. Yep, still into the 4. Let's see, 6 hours time frame, still upside. And I would say just about 8 hours of upside from here, guys. So that would be the opening of your 8 hour bar. Yeah, that's looking okay. Let's see. That would be a current ATR. Yeah, we're going around the 230, 74, 231. Yeah, we're retracing back to kind of where we came from yesterday, guys. That's presently what I'm seeing. This is not bad. Not bad at all. So let's see. There's your discretion, right? Discretionary targets are leading to 228.38. Heads up on the further resistances would be 220. Let me see. Here you go, guys. These are your top end signals where I think you may actually reach 229.57 to just about 230.93. In fact, I may need to adjust that low. 230, yeah, 230.92, that's fine. All right, guys. So heads up. The price is a little volatile right now, no problem, right? We can see prices as low as this section down here, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark it off for you, and everything would be good. This would be technical entries right down here, okay, guys? So please be careful while doing this. Do not over-leverage during these very uncertain times, and everything will be good. These are existing resistances. This would be take profit shorter-term traders. Psychologically, that would be your bull flag, and this is your inverse head and shoulders, 228.37, and we have a final liquid top that could be equivalent to these targets here. So just under, I believe that was, what was it again? 230.93, right? So, or 92, I think it was. And your bottom side right here, guys. So that's about what I'm looking at, man. And yeah. So remember, guys, to send over your, let's see, 229.57, 229.50, yeah. Remember to send over your proof of purchase to arcabulls@gmail.com, and I will assign those for life for you. Okay, guys, the description is below. The code in the description below. Anyway, thank you so much, team. I think this is a pretty good place to leave off. And should you have any questions, reach out to me at arcabulls@gmail, and we will speak very, very, Jerry, Scary Larry later. All right, team. Adios, everyone, and adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever, 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 ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios. No, not yet. Let me give you this real quick. This is the bonus for those of you who watch all the way. The formation has a different take profit target, okay? So that gives you the probability of reaching these tops should we have enough thrust, okay? Here we go. This is your resistance top via probability base. It would be 243.34 to 245.40, give it a few days. And of course, we have liquid tops located right at that 241.64. But because we changed the shape of the formation, that's why this comes up as extremely, extremely relevant. So for those of you that saw this in the chat below, now you're going to be the only ones, right? So make sure to hit ATW ×2. I love you all very much. And yeah, let's go ahead and leave these targets right over here for you. All right, team. Adios. Peace, 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 and peace.